What's going on, YouTube? James here. Welcome back to James Talks Movies. And guys, look, I got my Santa hat back. And for good reason too, because this is the final episode of my mini series I've been doing this week called Christmas Week of Reviews, where every day this week I have been reviewing a Christmas movie. Lots of the movie I've reviewed, mostly newer Christmas movies that came out this year that I was just catching up on review wise, just so I could talk to them about just so I can talk about them to you guys. Um, but also I've done some pretty older movies as well, to try to have a nice variety. Last year I, did a, kind of the same type of series. I was trying to do 12 days of reviews, but I only got to 9. But still, I still have 9 more Christmas reviews that came out last year. So maybe if you guys wanna go and try to find those, and you can see more opinions on lots of my favorite Christmas movies. I just love Christmas so much. And today I am going to be reviewing one of, well, not one of, my favorite Christmas movie of all time, Elf. Elf is a movie that is about Buddy the Elf. He lives in the North Pole, and he is kind of different from all the other elves. He's taller than all the other elves. He is kind of oblivious to the fact that elves are humans, and that he's a human and can fit into the human world. And so, but that's exactly where he has to go. He finds out that he was actually adopted. And he has this elf dad, who kind of raised him, up until, he's an adult. And, once he finds out that he is adopted, he, the Papa Elf, his biological dad, tells him that where his real father is located, and that is New York City. And so he goes on a cross-country trip from the North Pole to New York City to kind of try to find his dad and just have a fun time with him, and hopefully have the family he's never had. But why do I think that this movie is one of my favorites and not as Buddy the Elf would call it, a cod-headed Nicky Muggins? Let's see. Okay, so Elf is directed by Jon Favreau and stars Will Ferrell, Bob Newhart, Ed Asner, and James Caan, among many others. And to basically get right into why I love this movie, I already spoiled before the intro that I do love this movie. It's just because it's a charming and hilarious Christmas movie. There are not a lot of comedies in this decade at least, that have been as influential and is still funny for years to come, like Elf is. What makes this movie funny is just the way that Buddy the Elf is different from everyone else. You have Buddy the Elf being just kind of this man child of a character. Um and this movie, like I said before, he goes to New York City, and we've seen movies like that before where a non-human or a fantastical creature or whatever goes to the human world and kind of is discovering it for the first time. We've seen that in many other movies. But before Elf, I don't think we did. Elf was one of the main ones, at least one of the main ones, that kind of invented that, or at least made it famous. Elf just did it in a really unique way that is unique to it. And what makes it very unique is Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell in this movie is very funny. Super funny. He is just plays this man child of a character very well. Lots of the reactions of things he's not used to in the human world are very genuine, and he just goes for the joke and just does anything to get a laugh. And it's just really fun to see. There's a lot of jokes about just how different and tall how big and giant he is compared to pretty much everyone else in the human world and the elves in the North Pole. And it's just a really fun time on the comedy aspect. Now, it's obviously, if you just have the comedy, if it just goes for comedy the whole time, it can get a little repetitive and kind of annoying. Um, this movie does not get annoying. This movie has some genuine heart around it, and has the message of it's really good to spread positivity and love others, even though that they may be different than you are. You can still find things to like about them, and love them just as much as everyone else. Um, and Will Ferrell's character Buddy, uh, is um, is a character that, while he is a little kooky and oblivious to a lot of things, at least at the start of the movie, he also just is a character that, because he's from the North Pole and is just used to Christmas and fun and not a care in the world, he's a very upbeat and just loves spreading positivity, and like the elf code. There's three elf code things that Buddy learns at the beginning of the movie. One, treat every day like Christmas. Two, there's room for everyone on the nice list. And three, the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. And he's just a character that takes those takes those messages and teachings to everyone that he meets. And it might be a little much for some, of course, but once you learn to love Buddy and kind of see where he's coming from, you really get to love him. And lots of the other characters in here, other than Buddy, are kind of played as kind of subdued and kind of has kind of dry humor to their characters, which does lead to some pretty funny moments. And they're all very well written. And you get to see that growth in all of them, which I think is really sweet. But anyways, guys, that is just my thoughts on Elf. What do you guys think of Elf? Have you seen it? Have you not seen it? Is it one of your favorite Christmas movies? If not your favorite Christmas movie, like mine, let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also in the comments, if you have any movie suggestions for me, more Christmas movies or non-Christmas movies, be sure to let them be known in the comment section down below, so then maybe I can check them out and tell you my opinion if a movie is worth watching or not. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching this series. If you stuck through every 7 days of my Christmas reviews, and of course I'm gonna be sure to be posting lots of other videos in the future. So if you guys are not subscribed or have your bell notifications on, be sure to do that so then we can continue to talk about all our favorite films. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.